At Crossroads, the goal of our men's ministry is simple. 5 words, in fact. Build men up in Christ. There are many factors in our culture today that are weighing men down, tearing men down, leaving them feeling frustrated, confused, and guilt-ridden. And the goal of our men's ministry, and men's fraternity in particular, is to see men built up in Christ and equipped to be the husbands and fathers and men they need to be.
I think we get a secular push all the time, and I think to have an opportunity to meet with a group of guys that you know are committed to Christ, that you know are there trying to become the man that God created them to be, and to be there to hold you accountable is a huge push for me. It's a huge thing that I can go there and not worry about being who I am, and just to strengthen me so that I can go out and be the man that God created me to be.
It's helped me to come alongside other men who maybe struggle with the same human frailties that I do, and understand that we're all in this together. We're all kind of fighting the same battle.
And the men's fraternity is a guide in what direction I need to go, and it helps me to be a better person.
There's a strong need for men to be in community with one another. Typically what happens after those high school, college years, men get married, have kids, and we tend to become more and more isolated one from another. And when men become isolated from one another, we find ourselves in trouble. That's one of the reasons that we started Men's Fraternity, and then we invite all men to come and join us in this community.
Well, it's been a good discipline for me. It makes me get up earlier on Thursday morning. I like the discipline, but more than that, the camaraderie with the men here has just been enormous.
I think for me it has been great to have the fellowship with both older and younger guys. Our table has a nice range of ages, and to draw on the experiences of some of the older guys it's very important.
When men get together and discuss Jesus Christ, discuss our personal relationships with the Lord, it's just a special time, and seldom do men get together to do that. And this has just truly been a blessing to me, and I would encourage all men to take part of this.
It's been a really good way to connect to people. With our small groups, we've stayed with the same small group throughout the semester. Met people that are ones that I've seen passing by in the hallways that now I can put names with faces. And I think that I've got some really lasting friendships that are going to come out of this.
First thought about coming is like, I'm not really going to know anybody there because I really don't know a whole lot of men at the church. So I saw one guy that I knew, and I went and sat next to him, and I have 4 new friends because of that. It's been really good.
Whether we realize it or not, each one of us is leaving a legacy for our sons and for our daughters. And there are specific things that our children need to hear from us. For example, our sons need to hear 3 things from us as dads. I love you, I'm proud of you, and you're good at fill in the blank. Our daughters need to hear, I love you, you're beautiful, and you have immense value. And each one of us will leave a legacy, either a trail of tears behind us or a legacy of joy that we've equipped our children to become godly young men and women.
Everything that Robert Lewis talks about is about, he grounds it in the Bible. And I think that when you're in the Word, I think everything makes sense. And if you start with the Bible as your foundation, everything that you build upon it is going to be strong, and it's going to be sturdy. Because the question isn't, is a storm going to come? It's when it's going to come, and are you built on a strong foundation? And this is basically, he is giving you that opportunity to build that strong foundation. And so by doing that, and then you also see these other guys, and it gives you hope, because you see 100, 150 people in one room, all men. It's something where you realize, I'm not fighting a fight by myself. So I think that all in all, just having the Bible as the basis, it just kind of gives you something to stand upon.
Just a great resource. Will be a great foundational tool for all men throughout all stages of life. But again, I'm 56 years old. I would love to have heard this 10, 20 years ago as well. Just a lot of foundational truth and a wonderful time to reflect with other men.
The last thing that men need is one more thing to attend, one more thing to go to. We don't want our men's ministry or men's fraternity to be just one more thing. We want it to be the thing that gives energy and strength and resources to the men of our church to be the leaders they need to be in their families and in our community.
Well, I think it's just been really great, the consistency of the guys that have come in and just the value of the program and the fellowship that we've enjoyed, and it's just really been a blessing, something we've prayed about doing at our church, and just seeing it all come together has just been outstanding.
And the material, though, the material has been so thought-provoking, and it has called us to really think about who we are at different stages in our lives and what we're going to be doing with our lives before the Lord and before our communities and before our families. And it's just been really good for me.
It's hard to describe how wonderful it is. Honestly, I think it is a great program, and Robert Lewis, who put this whole program together, the organization of it, is he's just an amazing man, and he has a gift to be able to help men realize things they need to look at in their lives and help them with their walk with Christ.
There's a place for you at Men's Fraternity.
There's a place at Men's Fraternity for you.
There's a place at Men's Fraternity for you.
There's a place for you at Men's Fraternity.
There is a place at Men's Fraternity for you.
There is definitely a place at Men's Fraternity for you.
There's a place at Men's Fraternity for you.
There's a place at Men's Fraternity for you.